Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1962 Smith Corona Sterling vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And above that are the margins. I'm going to set this left one on 0 and the right one around 75. That's about the length of a page. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit the line space, gets you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip this back, switch back 1. It skips 2. 1 more, it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep that on single and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. Switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip it all the way down. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon when you have it in the middle. It doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down to red. Beautiful type of machine. This is a very popular model, very popular color. The color is seafoam green, and I really like it. It's a very reliable typewriter. It feels really good when you type on it. You can type as fast as you want on this thing and it won't jam up on you or anything. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy for a little thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. And by the way, it has Elite typeface, which prints 12 characters per inch, versus the more common Pica, which prints 10, so that's smaller print. Fit more words on a page with the Elite. I'm going to put this down for now and put the color back to black. Shift on each side and shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace above that, go straight. And the tab on the right side, this has a manual tab set, and this specific machine only has 1 tab. So what you do is you take this little tab and you put it wherever you want on this rack. I'm going to put it on 30. And you want the skinnier end to be on the outside. This rack has a scale on it too to tell you exactly where you are on that. And it doesn't have very much drag, so you want to put that tab probably somewhere. If you're not using it, just put it somewhere in the beginning, so when you hit the tab button on accident, you stop somewhere in the beginning besides going all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. On the right side, there is the margin release. So when you get to the end of the margin, it blocks you from printing unless you hit that margin release, and that allows you to go all the way to the end. That works good. Open the hood, all the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right, I believe. When this switches down right above the backspace, it'll pull to the right. When it's up, it'll pull to the left. So we want that down to pull to the right. And this is your touch control. The farther left you go on this, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them harder for them to print, but they respond faster. When you go to the right, you don't have to hit the keys as hard for them to print, but they don't respond as fast. On the right side of the carriage is the carriage release. It's got these nice metal carriage releases, which I really like. The later models will have a hard plastic one, and they break all the time. So if you have one that has broken plastic carriage release levers, check out my shop. I got some for sale. Since you can't buy them anymore from Smith Corona, I print them on a 3D printer. And this, when you flip this back and you open or you lift up the paper bale, there's a little switch in here on the inside that allow you to remove the platen. If you release the paper or the line space disable, it'll allow you to pull it out easy. So you can pull out the platen easy on this model, so you can get in there and clean it out or whatever you want to do, and then it just pops right back on like that. And I'll show you on the left side here is the other carriage release, very smooth. And this is the little button I was telling you about. When you pull it out, it'll disable the spacing, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is 1 space. Same concept with this lever on the inside here. You push it down, it disables the spacing. Push it up, you get the clicks. And this has a page gauge, which will just indicate when you're getting close to the bottom or the end of the page. And if you use it, you load it right around here, but below the 11, and then once you start getting close to the bottom of the page, there's 2 inches on the left there where it says end, and then 1, and then the end of the page. So that's how you use that, and that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.